And welcome back, everybody, to the 10-minute podcast. I'm Dan.
I am Vic.
And today, our topic is going to be...
What's on your mind, man?
You know what? That guy that got shot.
Oh, man. In Chicago?
No. Here in our hometown.
Oh, yeah.
El Paso, bro, in the 915.
In the 915, man.
Yeah, man. He was an Uber driver.
Yeah. Well, let's get this time going, right?
Let's get it going. Let's see.
Before we start ranting already.
All right. Oh, wrong button. Put the calculator. I was like 10. All right.
Girls when they're
drunk. Start. All right, man. So, yeah, this for everybody that's not from here. What's up, Bulletproof?
Bulletproof.
Woo! We're live streaming. This is the first time we're live streaming this, by the way, guys. So, it's going to be going on. So, this guy, if you're not from here, he is an Uber driver from El Paso. And what happened was he was driving this lady to a restaurant or back home?
I don't know where the hell he was
Somewhere.
driving.
But the lady...
Probably not back home.
You don't think it was back home?
No, because she would have been familiar with her surroundings had that been the case.
True.
You know what I mean?
Actually, the lady wasn't even from here, actually.
She was from Kentucky.
Yeah, there we go. She was visiting her boyfriend or something like that.
Yeah. So I think we've been kind of scrambling. There was this guy, an Uber driver from El Paso. He got shot in the head by a lady that he was driving. And, yes, she was from Kentucky.
She pulled out her gun because
it's Texas and everybody got guns here.
And she thought that he was taking her to Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's where the confusions came from. So, because, I mean...
So I'm guessing she isn't native to... Or, like, obviously she's not native to
bruh.
El Paso. No. But I'm saying she's probably never been to El Paso before.
Yeah.
Because,
how did she meet her boyfriend then, I wonder?
I don't know. Military? I don't know. Maybe.
True.
But if you ever drive here in El Paso, you know that if you're somewhat close to Juarez, you're going to see signs that say, like, oh, entering Juarez, you cannot take firearms, you can't, whatever. You see these signs. Yep. And I mean, I guess if you're not from here, you'll be freaking out like, oh, shoot, am I accidentally going to drive it? Yeah. That's not how it works.
Do you know where it happened?
You can't just accidentally drive into Mexico. That will never happen.
I almost did.
No, but I'm saying, like, you got to go out on an exit, and then you got to turn into, like, where the bridge is at and stuff.
You've never almost accidentally gone to Mexico?
I have, but not to the point where it was like I just accidentally drove into.
Oh, I see. I mean? Yeah, I was at the gate, and then there's always like a last ditch U-turn, and I took the last ditch U-turn.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's how close I was. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Do you know where it happened? Do you know what road it was by any chance?
I don't.
No?
I don't.
Because I can think of 3 separate places where this might have happened, and they're a little different. But I can see why she thought she was scared, but that's no reason to take your gun out on your Uber driver.
Yeah, man.
I wonder, can you see the ratings before they pick you up?
Yeah.
You can, right?
Because I did Uber driving for like a year before I became a teacher. Well, before I became a tutor, really. And yeah, I was an Uber driver. And funny story, I was actually, because now I'm off for summer break from my teaching job. And so I was bored one night and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go do some Uber drives, whatever, make some money, right? And I used my mom's minivan to do the Uber drives. And she was like, no, you can't use this van anymore because the guy got shot.
Oh, yeah.
So she was like, no, you can't do it.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
But yeah, so as an Uber... Sorry, I went off a tangent there. But as an Uber driver, you have your rating, and whoever is picking you up, you can see their rating, like 4.9 stars. Before they get you. And you can approve it or you can decline.
Isn't there a panic button on Uber, too? Or is that something else?
There is.
There is, right?
Yeah, you can say, like, there's a thing that... says you need help, you need to contact authorities, or you also have this cool thing where you can dial 911. Yeah, and it'll,
they'll be there for you.
They'll know where you're at.
He's taking me to Mexico. And did you see a picture of the lady?
No,
bro, she was not like no one's gonna kidnap her.
No one's trying to traffic that girl.
No one's gonna try and kidnap her, bro.
That heifer.
Like, poor guy, man. Yeah. And he got shot in the head. I don't know if we mentioned that.
And he's alive.
He is alive. Yeah.
He's in critical condition. So as of right now. He's alive.
He's alive. Hopefully he stays alive, man. Yeah. He did not deserve that.
Dude, and then apparently she was trying to say that there was a language barrier. Like, that the guy didn't speak English, but he speaks English. Like,
really?
Yeah,
like
they
perfect
talk
English
to his family and stuff like that.
Oh, shit.
So I don't know if he was just trying to be like, I don't want to talk to this girl. No habla inglés. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But from what I've heard is that, that he spoke English. Wow. And I mean, there's also, like, a few steps that you can take between, like, hey, where are you taking me?
And bam!
And shooting someone in the head. Yeah. That's murder. Yeah. That's insane, dude.
The way she was, like, ready to do that.
Yeah, too. Dude. It's so, I know we're talking of it in, like a lighthearted kind of way, but it's terrible.
Yo, yeah,
it's
definitely,
awful, dude.
Dude.
And then I
heard had a family.
Also, dude, he has a family. and his Uber driving was the only income that family received.
Bro, you're lying.
Yes, his
For
Uber
real?
driving was, I guess, his main source of income,
my God.
and that was the main source of income that whole family was getting.
What a hustler.
Yeah,
I didn't even know
man.
you could make a living and support a family.
I
off Uber
mean,
driving.
you're not gonna make a great living, but you can't, like, if you work hard, like if you work a lot, it's enough to, like,
I guess
sustain
that's
yourself.
I guess that's how cab drivers do it in New York, huh?
Cab drivers.
They just do it all day, all night.
Even when I was an Uber driver, dude, like, I mean, obviously I just did it part time, but if I worked like 7-8 hours straight, I would pocket sometimes like $200, sometimes more. Which I know that's not a lot, but like for a 1 day's work, that's pretty good. You know,
good enough for the weekend.
Yeah. Like, and then it could be enough to sustain yourself. You're not gonna like live fancy living or anything like that, but you can sustain.
When you were doing your Uber driving, did you ever read anything where it said like you could carry anything to protect yourself, even a bat or a taser?
Probably. Like, I mean, it's not. If anyone tries to bring this to me, I'll deny it. But I did carry like a pocket knife next to me just in case, like if something went down. So I had that, but I mean, I'm sure you could carry mace or something. I'm pretty sure you can't carry a gun as an Uber driver. There's a whole bunch of instructions to read, and I was just like, yes, I accept.
I'm never going to do this.
Yeah, I was like, I accept. That's fine.
See his hands? Registered.
Weapons right here. Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. Shouts out to that guy. Yeah. And he looks like a dad, man. Like he looks like that guy. Yeah. Well, obviously he was, right? But I don't know. It's just like looking at him, felt like looking at my grandpa. I was like, oh, dude, fuck.
Yeah, man. And I mean, I get it, being a woman and getting into an Uber driver, like that's got to be a nerve-wracking thing to do.
Somewhere you've never been to.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, because I remember when I did it, it was maybe like 70% women.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe,
wow.
Like, it wasn't a huge discrepancy, but I picked up much more women than I did men when I did Uber drive.
Interesting.
And so I always tried to like be friendly, smile, make some conversation and stuff, just so that they knew like, hey, I'm not a weirdo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I'm not trying
yeah.
to, because I could see how that would be scary. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But man, to go to that length, I wasn't in the car. So I mean, obviously we're making these assumptions, but it seems pretty reasonable to say like, hey, did you really gotta go that far with that? You know what I mean? Yeah. And then also, he's driving the car. So aren't you kind of dooming yourself if you shoot the driver of the car you're in?
Yeah, they got into an accident right after.
They did, right?
Yeah, they hit so she shot him, and then he swerved onto the concrete on the right hand side of your shoulder,
right?
And he slammed into it.
Damn.
I don't think the car flipped or anything. It just and it just stopped right then and there. Yeah. So
damn, man.
I don't know what happened to her. I think I saw a picture of her, and like one side of her, like her eye, is the only thing that happened to her is like her eye is bleeding or something like that. You know when you get like a busted artery in your eye?
Oh,
like that. Literally that.
Just that.
It's that, and I was like, wow, this lady really just ended a life and got a busted artery. But she's going to prison though. I'm pretty sure she is.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. If she can get a good lawyer, I'm sure you can try and make some kind of case. Cause like if they don't, cause I never had one, but a lot of Uber drivers, they put like the.
They're gonna say a lawyer.
No. They put the dash cams.
Oh, that's right.
You can see like what's happening in the car.
How come you never did it? You just was like, oh, nothing's.
I mean, all that kind of, and also just I never.
Got around to
got around to buying a camera to put on.
I hear you. I've been wanting one for my car because one of our friends has one for his Alfa Romero, and he has a very expensive car, so I mean it's very worth it to have that. But they're like $80. I'm like, dude, what?
Yeah.
No.
Like, I'm gonna take my chances.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, this car's made out of steel, bro. How is it gonna survive?
Yeah.
No, but I hope he had that camera with a mic too.
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it was the only thing in his income, I'm sure he was trying to do everything in his power to keep it as smooth as possible.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've seen people that don't do it full time, and their car's like decked out with like everything. You got snacks, bro. You got waters, dog. You got LEDs on the ceiling. You know.
Yeah.
So
I never had that. 5-star rating.
Yeah, exactly. The conversation.
If y'all are really doing that much, you don't got to do it. I was getting tipped plenty. 5-star rating. Okay, just be friendly. That's all you got.
He doesn't have kids, guys. Don't listen to him. He doesn't have kids.
Deck your car out if you're an Uber driver. I don't give a shit.
Honestly, if I was an Uber driver, I would want to like pick people up in like a slammed like BMW or something. Yeah. I'd be like, hey, what's up, ma? Yeah, I'm your Uber.
Yeah.
Shoots me right away.
You know what's funny is that I would feel myself like becoming who I felt these drivers wanted me to become for getting a better tip.
Say that again. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Like if I picked up some sweet old couple or something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna like I would have I had different playlists because I connected I connected it to the van, right?
Yeah.
And so I'd have different playlists for like old people, Mexican people, young people.
No
like, yes,
way,
I have different playlists.
bro.
So like if I saw like Walter and his 80-year-old wife coming in, I would put my oldies playlist, right? I would open the doors for them. I'd be like, "Hi, how are you guys doing today?" Like very. Oh man, that's
no,
keep
going, keep going.
And so I would like become who I felt these people wanted me to be as their driver, so that I would get tipped. And it worked, man. I got tipped pretty well.
Bro, that's genius.
Yeah, or
dude.
if I was going to like the bars or something and I was picking up drunk people, it was like, "What's up, guys? Like, how we doing tonight?" Like, and then I'd put on like my young people playlist and they'd be like, dude, it was yeah, dude, it was actually
all I gotta do is set my mind, dude.
Yeah, dude. It was a lot of Drake.
Yeah, I can imagine, bro.
And it worked out pretty well, man. Like I had very few like bad experiences as an Uber driver.
That's what I mean. You only did it part time, and you put in that much effort, bro. That's crazy.
But that was just all like from me. I wasn't like buying shit. You know what I mean?
I hear you, bro.
Yeah,
no,
like,
that's
I had my water bottle, and I was like, "Oh, it's crazy hot outside. That sucks. I'll turn the air up for you guys." And that's about it. So, yeah.
That was awesome. Well, heart goes out to the family of this Uber driver. Lady, I hope you hope whatever happens to you happens to you. And yeah. You know what? I hated that ending.
Yeah. It's because it's tough because we're talking about a sensitive subject. We're talking about a real person who was actually negatively affected. You know what I mean? So it's like you don't want to just be like, "Thanks for tuning in at this guy's expense." You know what I mean? That's not what we're trying to do.
How about we leave with like a message? You know what I mean? Be like, okay. All right, guys. Whenever you think you're gonna do something, think it twice and think that second thought 3 more times.
Especially if that thought is shooting someone in the head.
Especially if it's murder.
Please, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
All the kids out there.
Yeah. Bulletproof.
That's a teacher telling you that.
Yeah. This has been the 10-Minute Podcast. I am Dan.
I am Vic.
And we'll see you next time.
Later.